chokered on a fish. Look at that beautiful rod. Can Scott throw it on? That is the question. And he slacks off, which is what he shouldn't have done. He should wind down all the way and then bounce the fish. Much easier that way.
You want to grab it? Let me grab it. Oh.
That is one of the worst bouncing jobs I've ever seen. But congratulations,
Many
Scott.
thanks to our great sponsors on this trip. Promar Ahi, Blacktail Hooks, Penn Reels. Over there in Bellflower, California, Young's Fishing Tackle, Mad Dog Custom Rods, and Tuna Riot Poppers.
Just one sticker.
Hey. Wow. Oh, Jesse, give me a hug.
Oh, yes,
Look
sir.
what he
Thank
took,
you.
man. I love it. Hats, shirts, jigs, hooks, you name it.
Scott
We
for
got it.
Phil. See if he still got it. Oh, he's on!
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Ding, ding, ding.
Look at that.
Woo!
I'll take it. Yeah, on the Penn Travel Rod. Biter!
Like you got the jackpot so far.
Oh, really?
If that garage door has become a pain in your arse, there's only one man to call, and it's Joe Welker, your garage door man. The tax man, Tim Marquez, will help you net your tax refunds. He's been doing this for 35 years. You can trust the tax man. Make sure you keep your roof watertight with Pelican Roofs SoCal so you can get back to catching more fish. And you can trust Mario Vega with your estate planning. Make sure your rods and reels and fishing equipment go to the right person when you plot.
Get out of bed and wake up the kids, 'cause you know what time it is. It's time for the morning briefing. Fishing reports up and down the coast. Your Phil Friedman, your coffee-loving host. So much fishing intel, it feels like cheating when you tune into the morning briefing. Inshore, offshore, from the surf, bluefin, yellowtail, pod, surf, perch. They'll tell you where the fish are and what they're eating when you tune into the morning briefing. So give it a like and subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified of all the fishing content coming your way. Friedman Adventures is here to make your fishing day. It's a morning briefing. Morning briefing.
And for your heating and or air conditioning needs, make sure you give John Lopez at Efficient Heating and Air Conditioning a call today. There's nothing like fishing with Captain Daniel Hadaway on the Island Spirit out of Ventura Sport Fishing. And the El Patron, headed to Catalina Island every single day out of Long Beach Sport Fishing.
Hit that like button. Please share this video everywhere. And make sure you subscribe to the Friedman Adventures YouTube channel. Thank you all for doing that. Really appreciate it. Also, tick that rotten, filthy, disgusting, deplorable little bell. You'll be notified when there is new content. You can follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Rolling up on another big foamer. Oh, look at the whale right here! Oh!
Hello, my dear friends, and welcome to beautiful Winter Springs, Florida. It is so nice to be with you all. I know it's been a while since we've done the official morning briefing. We were coming to you live and direct from the Independence for that 8-day trip. Wow, was that a lot of fun. And since that time, I've been on a whirlwind. I mean, the day we got in from that trip, we literally went out and picked up some merch for our December the 13th event at 22nd Street Landing, so all of you could purchase some Friedman Adventures merchandise when you come to that event. And then I met up with my wife, and we cooked with Anthony, Mad Dog, all day long and got some great food ready for Ruth. And then I was on a red eye that night with about 2 hours sleep in 36 hours. And man, when I got to Florida, I kept right on going because it was Thanksgiving morning. We had to prepare a feast here. And then, of course, not only has it been so great to see my son Patrick, but my grandson Finn, my daughter-in-law Kaylin and her family. It has been crazy, but crazy good. I hope you've all missed me as much as I have missed you, because I really indeed have. If you don't mind, hit that like button, share these videos everywhere. Make sure you subscribe to the Friedman Adventures YouTube channel and tick that rotten, filthy, despicable, disgusting, deplorable, smelly little bell, and you'll be notified when there is new content. You can follow us over there on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. You know, my son Patrick's house is right down there, not too far away, and these ponds are just so common here in Florida. In fact, you can walk out from Patrick's house, walk out here, and start catching some largemouth bass within a couple of seconds. I haven't seen any big ones in here. In fact, I probably caught the world's record smallest bass the other day, but man, is it gorgeous here. There is water everywhere, and outdoor, the emphasis on the outdoors here in Florida is absolutely awesome. I love it. I like to do more content here. And of course, Costa Rica is not that far either. So Costa Rica is a place that we can travel to on Friedman Adventures. So really great stuff. And once again, Patrick's house is right there, so he gets to walk out here and partake in this great fishing all the time. It really is great. Let me get you kind of caught up on what's going on in Southern California. As far as tuna fishing goes, out of San Diego, California, down there off Ensenada, I think those little devils are still around. But as we said before, I think we ran out of people before we ran out of fish. That is to say, everybody's caught up in the holiday spirit right now, so it's tough to get people to get out and go fishing. Kind of like the funds are going in another direction right now. So it's a situation where I believe those fish are still around. Now, we talked to our friend Jeff Lingo, who runs that yacht out of San Diego, California. Happy holidays, Jeff. We love you. He's down there a couple 100 miles catching bluefin, yellowfin, tuna, and on the beach catching some white sea bass. He's been doing great. And Jeff Lingo, of course, has been such a great source of ours. That's where a lot of the long-range boys have been focusing some of their attention on. It's only about a 28-hour run to get to that area, and there's mixed small grade yellowfin tuna, and there's some bigger bluefin tuna. At times it can get really good. And of course, we just released part 1 of an 8-part series, something like that anyway. I'm not quite sure what the amount of parts we're going to have, but we just released the first part of that for you all, and you'll be able to check that out right now on YouTube, and it'll be up on Facebook shortly also for each and every one of you to see exactly what we're talking about. That yellowfin, 10 to 40 pounds, that bluefin, 70 to 200 plus pounds in that area. And of course, then further down on the long range scene, you've got a mix of fish going on. The yellowtail bite this year has been tough, and it's remaining that way along the Baja coast, down there around San Pablo Bay, inside the ridge. It's just tough fishing for yellowtail. But offshore, there's been that kelp patty wahoo thing that we were so fortunate to take advantage of on board our 8-day trip on board the Independence. Shout out to all the wonderful people who are on board that. Shout out to Paulina and her lovely husband Matt up there in the Independence office, and a shout out to the great crew on the Independence. What a trip we had. It was absolutely fantastic. I couldn't have asked for a better time and a better trip down there. There's those whoos on the kelps. There's some nice yellowfin at times that you get a hit on, mostly smaller grade, and there's plenty of flatheads. Dorado abound everywhere down there in that warmer water. You get into that 74-degree water, and man, it's game on. Light switch goes on, and that stuff all bites really, really well. Ensenada, as we mentioned, I believe there's still quite a bit of bluefin tuna right offshore there, but a lot of guys are focused in now on catching, of course, rockfish, lingcod. There's still that shot at a tuna down there out of Ensenada. And I noticed my friend Carlos Cortez doing pretty well at the Coronado Islands. Of course, some San Diego-based boats. The San Diego was there recently and had 22 yellowtail at the Coronado Islands. Carlos Cortez, who operates a pond out of Popotla, he did really, really well also with some great fishing going on there. Really, really good stuff. Don't forget, December the 13th, free admission, 22nd Street Landing, Fan Appreciation Day. Mad Dog's going to be there. Chuck Zimmer from Z Custom Rods is going to put on an incredible raffle for you all. You can get in on that raffle right now by sending Chuck a text. Just text him. He'll fill you in on what you need to do to be a big winner on December the 13th. Winners need not be present, but if you're there, that'll be a lot of fun to see you there. And oops, I just heard a nice fish flop back behind me here. Oh, those little devils, man. Where's my Pin Pursuit travel rod when I need it? Man, I love that thing, by the way. Fit right up there on the carry-on luggage, and I was ready to rock when I got here, so good stuff indeed. And once again, you just come down here and throw a worm, and you can do really, really well and have a lot of fun. All right, back to what's going on. Most of our islands, a lot of guys are not fishing it, but Pursuit and some of those guys going to Catalina Island, El Patron, and they continue to do really, really well. Don't forget, the Freedom is under new management now, new ownership, and they promise Chris Isaac and Ricky Carbajal to bring you some really great customer service and some awesome fishing in 2026. You can call Chris and book for next year, and I highly recommend you do it. I'm going to do it for sure. And you can go on a free tour of the Freedom December the 13th at our Fan Appreciation Day, 22nd Street Landing, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Bring an unwrapped toy for a boy or a girl. Don't have to attend, but if you can, that'd be great. If you could do both, a boy and a girl, we'd give you a big hug and a kiss. And we'd really appreciate it. It'd be great. And we'll get that down for Dia de Reyes, the Feast of the Epiphany, into Mexico. We're going to be flooding those toys down there to some special kids for sure. So if you can make that, that would be great. Freedom, don't forget about them. So most of the islands, that's what we're looking at. However, you get up to the Channel Islands, the Island Spirit out of Ventura Sport Fishing with another great day of rock fishing. And I just talked to Joey on board the California. They had a 30-pound lingcod. Just check out those bulging sacks of rockfish. Tremendous fishing out of Ventura Harbor Sport Fishing, where the California and the Island Spirit both run. And you should be thinking about getting out with those guys because you'll have the time of your life. Wednesdays are halibut specials on board the Island Spirit, and Captain Daniel Hadaway's been doing a great job. And Friday and Sunday are the 2 days that the Californian are trying to run this week, and they've been having some nice big lings, 30-pound ling, in addition to all the rockfish they caught on their most recent trip. It's been good. 805-676 3474, and take advantage of that, and I know you'll have some fun. I'll keep walking here. It's really steep here, so you know the chances of me tumbling down into the water are pretty darn good, so you probably want to stay tuned. And if that does happen, I only pray that somehow this iPhone captures what is about to befall me. Boy, I'm talking myself into this, aren't I? So, islands, good rockfish. Up there in San Francisco, Dungeness crabs abound up there, and really good cod fishing, but you need a weather window. You know, we get windy, inclement weather during this time of the year as we're moving closer now to winter time and Christmas, as hard as that is to believe. So we'll keep that all in mind. I'll make my way down closer to Patrick's house, and again, these ponds and the fishing opportunities here in Florida are absolutely endless. It's everywhere you go. You see water, you see fish, you see guys who are into fishing. It's really fantastic, no doubt about it. Sounds like surf fishing's okay up there in Southern California, and big fish bait and tackle. I'm not sure where they are from here, But they're on the corner of Seal Beach Boulevard and Pacific Coast Highway, and they've got everything you'll need for a successful outing in the great outdoors, whether it's surf fishing or going offshore. Big fish, bait, and tackle, Seal Beach, California. Make sure you give them a look for sure. Once again, a little bit of perch down there around Huntington Beach, and we continue to see the occasional halibut being taken in many different areas. Pretty good perch fishing also up there around El Segundo. Doug Tilk, well, God, I guess it's been a couple of weeks since I've talked to Doug, but a couple of weeks ago he was doing really well up there around El Porto, catching some small barred perch and the occasional walleye perch up there. Also, that's been pretty good. Ventura, similar kind of situation going on up there. Half and 3/4 day guys in Southern California, mostly focused in on rockfish right now. You see down there at Dana Wharf Sport Fishing, they catch and release a lot of calico bass still on a fairly regular basis. All right, my friends, Winter Springs, Florida is so beautiful. And of course, I'm going to be jumping around while I'm here and trying to get you some more content. I'm not too far from Mudhole, Oviedo, Florida, and I would love to go over there and give you a tour through Mudhole. I'm working on that as we speak. All right, my friends, what can I tell you other than I'm so grateful to have you as part of the Friedman Adventures family. I'll look forward to seeing you all, of course, on December the 13th. And don't miss this latest drop that we just put out. Our 8-day trip on the Independence. It's just the departure and some wide open yellowfin tuna fishing. And of course, it culminates with first-time fisherman on a saltwater trip, 14-year-old Owen catching his first yellowfin tuna. How on earth can it get any better than that? All right, take care. Have a great one. And I hope to see you really, really soon.